can't wait for this because Kari has been like talking about this for a little bit now, and I want to hear it. Like,
yes.
the floor is yours.
Thank you. Okay, so I spend a lot of nights because honestly, Instagram is whack to me. Like TikTok, you see so you get lost in that shit.
Oh yeah,
isn't Instagram whack? Like,
yo, sometimes I don't even know like what I'm doing on Instagram. I'm just there.
It's so whack. I close it, and that's when I go into TikTok. So I spend a lot of time. Honestly, I follow some people on TikTok, but I spend most of my time on the For You page.
Yeah.
Because it's according to, like, when you open up a TikTok account, you choose what you're interested in.
Right.
So a lot of random things come up for me. And recently, this man, his name is John Walter. He walks around, he does like pop-ups with like a mirror of truth. What is the mirror of truth?
You explain.
So the mirror that he has is a mirror that basically doesn't reverse images.
Oh.
If you guys are aware, you know that when you look at yourself in the mirror, it's a reverse version of you. So his mirror is basically how people view you. Because when you look at the mirror, you know, your left eye is here, but you're kind of looking like you look kind of weird. And the reason why this caught my attention, I'm super observant, right? So I don't know if you've ever been in the same room as someone that's actually looking in the mirror. They don't look aligned in a way. Do you get what I'm saying?
Right.
Mm-hmm. They don't look aligned. It kind of looks kind of like you see yourself aligned, but they kind of look weird. So when I saw this, it caught my attention.
All right.
So he goes around and he shows people and he explains to them like what the mirror does. So, for example, when you hold up something with words to a mirror, you see that the words are reversed.
Right.
On his mirror, you don't see it that way. You see it exactly how you would read it when you're looking at it.
Right.
So, and it's so crazy. None of the people that have actually looked into this mirror have gotten emotional. Me watching their videos made me emotional because I don't think a lot of us view ourselves the way other people do.
Si no la creencia that
Es lo que tú estás viendo en el espejo that it's an altered version of you.
Y tú crees que that's how people are viewing you, but that's not how people are actually viewing you.
It's not. So it was like people's reaction, it's crazy. When they would go into the mirror of truth, it's like the light in their eyes is different. And then when they go back to the mirror, they're like almost like they don't like themselves. So es lo que estaba diciendo about that whole mental thing. It's so crazy how we really don't view the full potential of what we really are. We think about what the next person is actually gonna judge us as. When in reality, I could look like shit. I could look like shit and come talk to you. And I know that when I talk to you guys view me for who I am, not for how I look.
Right.
And that's what this mirror does. And I thought it was fucking amazing.
That's pretty interesting.
That's
and
interesting
be like,
He said, right.
Libertad.
Yo,
Okay.
take the controls away from the guy.
Take too low out of
Yeah.
That's my song, by the way.
That's an interest.
cool.
Yo, I knew I wanted to hear this out because I had like kind of an idea maybe of what you were talking, but I was like, nah, that's not even close to what I thought.
That's what the mirror is.
But you know what's crazy?
Deep, though.
But you know what's crazy though is like, cause tú sabes, a veces uno piensa vaina como lo loco así. O sea, uno dice que a lo loco, pero cuando tú estás solo, you think about it like shit. For example, like, I'm gonna ask. So, where do you guys prefer to take a selfie on? Like, do you prefer to take a selfie on your actual like iPhone camera, like your
front view?
the front view, or like
The
you go
mirror.
on Snapchat or you go on Instagram to take a selfie
Right.
Instagram.
with the front camera?
Regular camera.
Instagram.
You do the
Instagram.
regular?
I do regular
Instagram.
camera. If I do, for the most part, at least 9.8.
Definitely
9.8 out of
Instagram.
10 times is regular camera, and then a quick Instagram. I want to like repost or tag somebody.
So
Definitely Instagram.
me personally, I don't like the regular camera. Like
Neither
the,
do I. It
and
depends.
y si yo voy a mandar un selfie, si yo me lo tomo whatever, bam, I edit it and I flip it.
Oh, okay.
Like I flip it because like
Isn't that crazy?
yes, it's crazy
Basically
because
what this is.
that's what it is, right?
Yeah.
Because every time that I like I prefer like going on Instagram story or whatever and taking the selfie there, or go like on Snapchat and take that selfie. But like when it's the iPhone camera, because you know it doesn't flip it.
Mhm.
It's the actual, And that's crazy that she's talking about
That's
that.
how
'cause
the mirror is.
Like, I
Because
don't.
it's basic. If you look in the settings, now that you mentioned that, it's mirror. That's what it's called.
That's
It's
what
mirror.
it's
It's called
Mirror.
mirror. Yeah.
Mirror.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically what it is. And I honestly feel like that's why we don't really see ourselves as attractive as we really are.
Well, that makes sense because
Honestly.
that makes a lot of sense. Y yo no sé si ustedes se miran mucho en el espejo,
You're
pero
used to seeing the altered version
yo me
of
miro
you in
mucho
the
en el
mirror.
espejo y I point out
Y es
everything. Like,
diferente.
I be like, you know how you were saying that, like, you know, you see somebody else in the mirror, you're like, they don't look very aligned and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But like when I look at myself in the mirror, like I know I'm like, first of all, we're not symmetrical. Like we're not 100% symmetrical at all.
Claro
Like,
que
we're-
no. Y te digo que cuando put it to the test, listeners and you guys too. Have anybody stand in front of the mirror and look at them in the mirror and they don't look aligned. We're not perfect.
No, we're not.
No, we not.
Yo lo que veo frente y barba, nada más cuando yo me veo.
Hey, diablo.
Tigre, loco.
But for example, if I was like to ask Pitufo, like, yo, do you know what side is lower than what, or what side is like? If I was to ask you, you probably wouldn't even be able
No,
to tell
he
me.
looks at the altered version
So
of
it's
himself
like
in
it's
the
like
mirror.
it's like, you know, when people are like, no, take my good
The
side.
good side.
Yeah, you're.
Right. A lot of people say that.
Mhm.
This is my good side, and I'll be
But
like, what?
That has always kind of annoyed me though.
Me too, because I
But
don't
it-
feel
but
like
es
I
una
have a
reali-
good side.
A good side is because it makes you feel better, but it's just probably that's the side that looks more symmetrical. than
But that's
the
probably
That
the,
ass.
that's probably the
That
side that you actually
ass.
want to
Yeah.
sell. You want to show to others, but
Exactly.
it
Yeah, it's
shouldn't
more.
matter.
It's more of a comfort level. Like
Yeah,
okay, more
yeah.
comfortable
But
this
I mean,
side.
that's-
Like when Sulu takes a selfie, he needs a wide lens, so he feels more comfortable with the wide lens. He fits better in the camera.
Well, you know,
what I mean?
angles
Yeah,
always like,
so,
you know, like
it
I
works.
don't like the from the bottom up angle. I hate that angle.
Crazy.
Papito, we got your chair right there.
No,
but if anybody wants to check him out,
What's his name? John Walter.
his
John
name is John
Walters.
Walter,
John
but
Walter,
his
John
TikTok
Walter.
name is TrueMirror_J Walter.
Hey.
Okay.
Well,
It's really cool.
I'm
like,
gonna check that out.
no, it's super cool. I
Definitely
would
got
love
mine.
to look into that mirror.